Welcome, 6th graders. Today let's review the final author study oral presentation, some ideas and guidelines. Last time we had a chance and we chatted about them a little bit. Let's continue with that. One suggestion I had was an interview. So you could have one person interview another author. You could have up to 2 or 3 of you sitting there being interviewed by one person. So if you wanted to work with a bigger group, that's fine. Certainly, then those of you that are going to be working together would all want to sit together. You want to come up and write your script, figure out how you want the questions arranged, what the responses will be. Eventually, you will be videotaped. You want to make sure that you include enough information about each author as you do that. So again, you could do a group of just one person asking the questions and one of you answering them. Or you could sit down with one person doing the interview and several of you being talked to at the same time. Another option is that you could write a script that would sound like you are the author giving a speech. You would eventually be recorded. You definitely have to practice, and you need to come up with your script. Okay? As you read it, you certainly would want to be entertaining and interesting. Similar to that would probably be a news report. So you'd write a news report, including the information as an author, as if you were the one reporting on the news. And it would be a piece on you. So certainly you want to find out as much as you can and figure out a format that would work. So it would sound like a news report. One of our other options that we mentioned is creating a poster. So at a later date you'd make the poster. Right now I would want you to think about what questions you would want to ask that you'd put on the poster. And then we would videotape you, so you get recorded with your responses and your answers. So today you would be working on your script. What's a basic major question that you'd ask, and then what are the responses that would go with it. So an example is maybe you're going to talk about what your life is like, your childhood, your adult life, if you're married, where you live, things like that. Another question maybe that would be a different QR code that we would use is if we had information about you as an author. What do you write? Okay, how long have you been writing? Types of books and kids that like to read the books and such. So again, you'd go on and come up with your questions and then write your script. The last one can only happen if about 8 of you in the class want to do this. So before you even start working on your projects, I would like my sub to ask the kids, how many of you want to do wax museum? If at least 5 of you, I should say, at least 8 of you want to do wax museum, then this could be an option. You would create your questions. On a separate sheet of paper, you'd want to come up with your answers. Okay? If you're going to choose this, you have to realize that you will not be videotaped, but we'll ask students from the different grade levels to come in. And you will stand there very still. You'll dress up like your author. They will have the questions in front of them. They will pick one, and you will answer it. So you have numerous kids that you will talk to about what it was like, what it's like for you as an author. Here are our options, so let's review. You could do an interview, a speech, something like a news report, the poster with the QR codes, and the wax museum. No matter what, whatever your options are, right now, after you're done with your research, your job is to write a script that you will use to be most of these options you get recorded for. The wax museum, you'd have those answers in front of you instead. I will share this slide presentation with you so that you can look at it and you can see what it is that you need to do as you finish your research. Then you automatically jump to this and you start creating your script for your recording, which will happen later on. Good luck.